Hello Libra, and welcome to a Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the twin flame reading for you over the next 7 days to see what's going on with you and someone in your life. Alright, someone that you have a connection with, and how that connection is going to proceed over this next week, this next 7-day period. Alright, so let's pull out your animal spirits. I'm going to pull out two just to see what animal spirits may or may not be affecting this relationship, this connection. We have the Nightingale and the Camel. The Nightingale just came out for Sagittarius also. Camel. So the Nightingale is air, Camel is fire. And the Nightingale is all about the orator, the lyricist, the singer. It is the animal spirit for the singer. Okay, for someone who moves us with their words and their voice, right? What they have to say and how they say it. Doesn't only have to be singing, can be poetry or speech or lyrical, anything that has a lyrical quality to it. This is an air animal spirit, so we're talking about communication on the highest level. The kind of communication that inspires. Now, the Camel is fire, and the Camel is all about self-sustaining, right? He's the most sort of self-reliant, self-sustaining animal spirit. The Camel is able to go through extreme terrain by itself, on its own. It has everything it needs within itself to survive. The quarter moon is there to show that there's a high degree of intuitive ability with this animal. This animal instinctively knows how to handle every situation, and specifically situations of heat and anger. When you're dealing with somebody who is angry, the Camel is able to stay very calm. The Camel is able to stay very sort of even keel, right? And continue on its journey to where it needs to go. If it needs water, it has water within. If it needs to cool, it has that within, whatever it needs, right? It carries water in its hump. So, and then also just this ability to just go and go and go, right? Through the worst and the heat, the hottest of it, right? All right, Libra, let's get right into your reading. Show me what is going on for Libra and their person over this next 7-day period. Libra, you're coming in with Two of Cups. You see them as a Queen of Wands. You desire judgment. And what needs to happen is King of Cups. Interesting. Now, your person is coming in with Six of Wands. They see you as an Ace of Pentacles. They desire a King of Pentacles. And what needs to happen is an Ace of Cups. What a beautiful reading. Nine of Swords. All right, now. And now, you know, this reading is for Libra, but Libra can manifest in anywhere in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. This can relate to you, right? So we have Two of Cups and Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Swords. There is some anxiety here. There's some anxiety, maybe some sleepless nights, some regret over something that may have happened. But this is well and truly behind you, because the reading here over the next 7-day period is very strong and full of positivity. So there may have been some anxiety up until this next 7-day period. But let's get into it. Two of Cups, Six of Wands. You are coming in with absolute love and a desire to commit with someone, to make that first commitment. That's Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the first card of commitment to love, to an agreement of love with each other, right? That you agree to now be together, that you agree to be with each other in harmony and balance, and so forth, right? So Two of Cups is that coming together, that beautiful stage. And you're feeling that. You're feeling that desire over the next 7-day period, Libra. Now, your person is coming in with Six of Wands. And they have a victory. They feel kind of victorious over this next period. They feel like they have really put their best foot forward in a certain area of something to do with their spirit. They haven't let themselves down. They've done what they needed to do, and they feel extremely victorious. There's also a sense of being the center of attention over this next 7-day period also for them. For whatever it is that they've either done or a way that they've carried themselves right now, it's like all eyes on them. right? It's just a strong energy, nice energy. Six of Wands can come after a period of feeling quite bogged down and having a lot of arguments with people. It's just a general feeling of being in a good place, right? And being in a place that people are recognizing that about you also. So, how do you guys see each other? Well, Libra, you see them as a Queen of Wands, someone who is a strong feminine energy, someone who's really survived a lot, who's strong, who's wise, who's a teacher. There is a great deal of respect that you have for them. Queen of Wands, you know, this is someone that is really has impressed you with their sort of ability to rise above, their ability to go through difficult times, you know, and to still be so strong, so beautiful, so wise, right? Queen of Wands is water of fire. She brings emotions to her spirit, right? So she's deeply connected to who she is. It's beautiful energy. And they see you as the Ace of Pentacles, as a beautiful opportunity for a life that is not only, I want to say, let's put it to you this way, a life that brings the right financial and physical stability to sustain sort of the union, right? Because we have this garden symbolic also of love and family and what you build. So it isn't only just about money or just finances. With Ace of Pentacles and Aces of all the suits, it's this opportunity that comes in. And here it's an opportunity for a good life, right? Strong blessings, physical, material, financial, health-wise blessings coming in. And they see this in you. And for whatever reason, Libra, it could be something that you're bringing. This is going to be different for every Libra who resonates with the reading, if you do. But whatever the case may be, there is a strong opportunity for stability in a really real way that they see with you. Now, what do you both desire? Judgment, King of Pentacles. Well, for you, Libra, there's a feeling of reconciliation here. It could be this is an old love coming back, or something has gone on here where there is a feeling of a desire to wanting to reconcile, forgive, and forget. Because judgment is coming in, and for you to desire judgment in this situation, in this relationship, in this position, it feels strongly like there's a feeling of wanting to reconcile something. There may have been a little bit of shadow recently, Libra, with that Nine of Swords. You guys may have gotten into an argument. There may have been some kind of challenge that has come in. And from your part, you are feeling like, hey, let's make up, right? So this next 7-day period may indeed be you two making up, right? Somebody may have lost their cool. Camel energy is there. So someone has had to embody the camel, being really calm. Again, camel reminds me of Queen of Wands energy also. Calm in the face of anger, in the face of difficulty. One of you may have exploded on the other or gotten really, really angry with the other, and you're wanting to reconcile. They desire King of Pentacles. So they're desiring to really get on top of their situation. There is a financial issue here going on with them, right? And so for them, it could very well be, Libra, that you owe somebody an apology, or that you're wanting to reconcile with somebody, and this is really what you desire, especially since these feelings of commitment are so strong for you. But your person is kind of also dealing with some some financial issues and wanting to maintain their stability. They may be somebody who run a business or dealing with being in charge of things. And so for them to desire King of Pentacles energy in this relationship, there's a desire to be on top of things financially in this relationship, to be responsible. Can be that they're desiring that from you. Right? It could be that maybe you've let them down in an area to do with something very material, right? Or something to do with, the living air, the living environment, what have you. Something that has upset them in a very real kind of way, or upset the relationship for a moment in a very real kind of way. Maybe there was an argument. And so they're desiring a stepping back up to the plate of manifesting and having things stable, and having what everyone needs to move forward. Certainly success and abundance comes with the King of Pentacles. But he's very much in charge of sort of the real day-to-day material world. And so that hold on that, the stability, is what your person is desiring. King of Cups is coming in. And you're coming in what needs to happen for you to take charge of the relationship and be the King of Cups now. So the King of Cups, now we're talking about being in charge of sort of the emotional side of the relationship, taking control, being dominant, showing, going for what you want, explaining what you want in a very healthy and progressive way is what is needed here. Being more dominant in a very sort of like, look, this is, this is what I require, this is what we need. The King of Cups is kind of the more dominant one in the connection. When he's exalted, he brings love and nurturing, and he brings stability to a relationship. But often he can, in the shadow form, he can bring possessiveness and jealousy and arrogance, right? He can be too domineering. And so there's a need here, Libra, for there to be a very dominant kind of energy brought by you with that King of Cups in this relationship. For them, they need to fall in love and feel like this is an opportunity for real love. Ace of Cups, right? So not just getting together, but real love. And again, if reconciliation is necessary, it could be that this is a new relationship that recently had a falling out, and you may not necessarily have been in that stage yet of total commitment, but because there was this Nine of Swords, Judgment energy coming in, perhaps a difficult patch, there is a need to kind of come in and really set things down and be like, look, there's love here, and this is what we want. We want commitment, and these are the rules for the relationship, right? Could be that there's been some playing a little bit too fast and loose here, and so now this next 7-day period is kind of like about coming back together in a much more committed and real way. All right? Show me some clarity for Libra. Try to do some quick clarity cards here. Interesting, because Nine of Swords, Judgment, there is a feeling that, there may have been a little argument, just a small argument, nothing necessarily that could ruin everything, but it needs to be addressed, right? So let's see what the clarifiers say. Ten of Swords, something happened and broke the camel's back. The World. Eight of Wands, boundaries. It's an issue to do with boundaries and an issue to do with being a bit underhanded and treacherous. Okay. Interesting. We have all these love cards here, but this is where the shadow comes in. Ten of Swords is coming in because there has indeed been something that's happened. There's been some kind of event that feels like it broke the camel's back almost. We have the camel there, but Ten of Swords is that last argument, fight, or incident that kind of like breaks everything down, and then 10 is completion, right? So it's enough. Enough is enough, right? There's an argument that's kind of left everyone perhaps reeling, but you're coming out of it stronger. I don't think you're going to go through this kind of thing again. 10 Swords represents the end of sort of wrestling with the same issues, right? Wrestling with the same wounds and the same battles. It's time to leave that behind and resonate up. But that usually comes at the cost of the last battle, right? The last thing that's happened, which indeed here feels like an argument. The World is coming in. So this is a very destined kind of relationship. This is how you see each other, right? Like you are indeed in the place where you're supposed to be, where this is much, you're where you're supposed to be on your path, and it's like all the forces are coming together to make this happen at the right time. Nevertheless, Eight of Wands is reminding us here what you want, what you desire, what needs to happen. Eight of Wands, there's been some boundary issues. So boundaries, Eight of Wands, there's been some confusion about boundaries. There have been some mixed messages. And so this is something that needs to be addressed. And this could be where the argument has come in. Boundaries. Seven of Swords reminds us not to be too treacherous in desiring to get what we want. Seven of Swords is, the card, it's sort of like futility. It's the card for futility in the Thoth deck, right? It's like if you're trying to cut corners to get what you want, you're going to come out losing, right? Don't be treacherous. Be real. Be for real, and watch out for treachery as well. Watch out for games and treachery. There's no need for it here. I don't feel like either of you are presenting with negative energy like that, Libra. Yet and still there is Seven of Swords futility there. So, desiring this and coming back together, talking about these boundaries and really showing what you want and creating that love for them. For them, they have to feel like in love. You have to watch out for, resorting to underhanded or quick means at it. Cutting, again, taking the time, putting the energy in is what will work, not sort of the quick fix on something, right? All right, guys. This is your reading, Libra. I hope you got some clarity out of it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. That's it. I've been telling everyone I'm probably going to try to do some shadow readings this week, but we'll see. I want to get through the whole zodiac of twin flame readings, and then I will maybe get to some shadow readings toward the end of the week. But for right now, guys, have a wonderful 7 days with your connection, and I will see you in your next video. Bye-bye now.